So, Mr. Chadha, to begin with, to answer the first question, of course, these are unprecedented times, and you know, there are quite a few barriers that are coming in between the server and the guest. But I think at the end of the day, what a server or any of us were doing was carrying an emotion and a feeling. I think the guest today will understand that this is the need of the hour, and if you're doing those things right, I think it is the emotion and it is the feeling that will translate for the guest to experience that there is genuine care involved. It is. I think that would be obvious. What would change? What would come in? I think there are quite a few things that are already beginning to move in. Quite a few things that are already in. Quite a few things that are already out. And I think this journey of change will continue till the mystery or this pandemic unfolds. Apart from the regular things that are staring at us in our face, whether it's the mask and the gloves and the sanitizers, I think the digital menus and QR codes is something that's going to come in a big way. The digital platform or technology as a whole, I think, will get catapulted to a very different level. And I think all of us will need to align, absorb, and embrace, if not educate ourselves on these parameters. What else is happening? What will happen? I mean, some of the things, obviously, the food delivery is, as we all know, is already growing. And I think it will continue to grow even post the lockdown. Even once the lockdown is over, I think the food deliveries or the packed orders are here to stay. There will be a certain percentage of people who would be more comfortable doing takeaways, and that I think will continue. I hope and I'm sure that with these takeaways, what will happen is that we will get to see more improved and refined and biodegradable food packaging coming in a bigger way. Another thing I think that will happen is that the branded products will gain a bigger share of the market. When I say branded products, I think I'm referring to branded groceries or whatever will get a bigger market share. Organic food, although to a slightly lesser degree, but also will come in. Organic food has its limitations, whether it's with regards to its availability or whether it is for cost reasons. It will move up, but not as significantly as other branded products. And branded things could be anything. I mean, in hotels probably we get branded paneer, but in the local market you don't. But if tomorrow there was a player with something like a branded paneer, I think those things would. And I'm not talking about the vacuum packed 3-month-old shelf life kind of a thing, but the fresh paneers, if they could be branded. Similarly, I think we will see more conscious, mindful eating. No fast foods, healthy food. As Chef Manisha spoke about, immunity boosting foods, vegan food, all these things will gain a bigger market share. Read a very nice quote which said, "Immunity boosting is the new weight loss." So I think those kind of things will come in. Importance of safe food is something that is going to make a dent. For the longest time, we've been talking about serving delicious food, or then it became delicious and healthy food. But I think the word safe is going to get precedented to all this, and in that order, going forward, people will look for safe and then probably delicious and healthy food. So for some time, I think the safety aspect is going to play a very, very important role. Another thing, I think 5-star hotels, we've always been, whether COVID or no COVID, all of us have been maintaining a certain level of hygiene all along. But I think going forward, we will also need to be seen to be hygienic. I think that's very, very important. Honestly, sir, our hotels have not opened yet to give you a direct feedback on that. But as I said before to you, that my belief is that it is the emotion that we carry to a guest, whether we are smiling or whether we were going without a mask. It was an emotion and a feeling that we were translating to a guest. And as long as those emotion and that feeling in this case is more of care. So if that is there, I think the guest will see it and feel it.
Chef Himanshu,
But sir, if I
Taneja?
could just make a small point here
Yeah.
with regard to that, I 100% echo and agree with Chef Manisha. But I just want to be a little cautious here to say that we can't do away with imports. I mean, whereas we should continue to explore what all we can do with the locals and get more and more local food into our cuisines and as much as we can. But then there are a host of ingredients that make us what we are, that makes a cuisine what it is. And till we reach that level of, I mean, if we can't make a perfect Parmesan cheese, if we can't make a perfect balsamic vinegar, there is no reason why not to get that. So we should tread this path with caution. But yeah, I agree that overall we should move towards local. The only thing I was saying is that in this post-COVID world, two things I wanted to say. One is that we will need to be seen to be whatever. So of course we have been like this, and I would just like to add to what Chef Arun said. It makes in fact, I would like to emphasize on this point that when it comes to cleanliness and things like those, hotels, five-star hotels have been doing a lot of things for a very long time. I mean, every piece of vegetable that comes into our hotel gets washed in 50 ppm. Not now; it was happening before COVID. We have our color chopping boards. We have our dishwashers at certain temperatures. Mind you, we have bells in the kitchen to wash hands every 2 hours. Maybe the trend will now change to say that it is going to be, instead of 2 hours, it's going to be now 45 minutes. That is what is going to change. Yeah, we have been doing a very hygienic job for a very long time, but I think the difference is that now we need to,
You have to make
lack
it
of a
visible.
better word, broadcast it and make the customer feel that
You have to make a theater.